Hi everyone, this is Julianne Victoria of Through the Peacock's Eyes. So this video I'm going to be showing you guys the junk journal slash lapbook slash traveling desk that I made, all out of things I already had. I did not buy one thing to put in this to make it out of. It's made out of old book binds and a dress, a couple skirts, a top, everything I had. The only thing I bought to make this was a hole puncher to punch through the cardboard and fabric to, not so much stitch, but to put the pieces together. I'll show you, I'll go through the whole thing. So those who follow me on Instagram and Facebook probably have seen a few bits and pieces of this as I've been making it. And it is now complete. I may alter some things over time, but this is a very practical junk journal, lapbook, traveling desk. I did watch a few junk journal videos just to see what people did. And it looks like a lot of them are a lot of ephemera. It's something very pretty, something to look at, a little bit of writing space, but not a very practical thing. And I wanted something very practical that I could write in, put my decks in, put my journals in, my books, to travel, let's say, you know, when Mini-Me's in school and I go meet with a client somewhere. So I wanted something very practical for me to use for years to come. And this was inspired, I saw a video on Sammy Curiously channel, I'll link that below, and her mom made her a giant lapbook for Christmas, I believe. And I was like, oh, that's what I want to make, because I thought, oh yeah, I can make a journal out of this, da, da, da. But I wasn't really inspired, and then I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, that's what I want to do. I think I needed a bigger challenge. So we're going to go through this. And just so you know, my tripod was not tall enough to record this, so I'm holding my camera in my hand, so hopefully I'll be steady enough. So this is the top, if you want to call it that. I made this bag out of some of the fabric, this bag here. Inside, it fits, I mean, I can put anything in it, but it fits like a large size deck, like the Enchanted Map Oracle, and I'll be taking it apart as we go along. It attaches by this clasp right here. I'll do everything one-handed for you guys. Will this work? I might not be able to take it off one-handed, but it attaches to that clasp, so it's removable. Now on this side, which is also the bottom, I have, this whole thing is a pocket, and for now I've put in this large, it's like legal size paper writing pad. I love how the paper is naturally aged. This was my grandmother's. So I put that in there for now. It makes a nice extra writing journal in there. So that's the pocket, the bag that's attached, and then I don't know if I can do this one-handed. And then there's the large opening. And this is how I'll sit it most of the time. So I need to undo this and let it all fall open. So on this side, I have several pockets, so I'll show them here. So I put this clasp on here for this pocket. That won't fall over. I put in a little pouch, that's like a small little oracle deck. I have this beautiful notebook here that's unused so far. So that's what's on that side. And I may add something here, I just couldn't think of what to put in, but I put this pretty little pouch there. The hard binds are held together by ribbon. It's all ribbon held together. Ribbon on this one too, which I'll show you. And then here I made an accordion file, and inside this is the journal I made. So I had this leather binding from an old journal that I kept it, and then I put in a whole bunch of pages, a few little pockets here and there, some There's butterflies in the middle of all the signatures. These are extra butterflies from some of the fabric, and I put them in as tags. There's some rice paper thrown in, parchment, all sorts of, this is sort of like the junk journal, but it's very practical. It's all blank pages for the most part. And I'm going to use this for well, I'm already started using it for my rune studies, and then I made this envelope pocket with extra cards I made out of those butterfly pages, which came from a calendar. So I'll set that aside. So that's the accordion file. And then here, attached to the accordion file, I had this old purse, and I wasn't using it anymore. It was actually a handmade one a friend got in France. And inside I put a couple of decks. I have my Fine Lines Oracle in here and my Children's Tarot in here. But I thought this would make like a great pen case. Well, I'll take them out because I won't be able to zip it up one-handed. A pen case, or I can stick my phone in there, you know, all sorts of things. This is a little packet. I have some herbs in here. A little traveling herb packet. Right now I have some lavender and rosemary. And then I sewed in this little pouch. I have my little business card holder in there. There's also like a little notebook in here. Very cute. So that's that. And then underneath the accordion file, I put in this little see-through envelope. So it's one of the cards from my Fine Lines deck. You know, if there was a card I wanted to meditate on, or I wanted it there to look at and, you know, journal on, I could put that there. And then make some room. This opens up. Oops, we slid out. Oh, I must have forgotten to put the button on. Oh, one-handed. It's tricky. So here, I made this little envelope out of a handkerchief. That was my grandmother's. And so this is rice paper, a rice paper packet that my grandmother had. It's beautiful rice paper inside. Never used. It has like the all the original stuff there. And this is a little, you know, handkerchief holder. I have a shamrock handkerchief in there. And this was these were prayers that she held in her purse, or she had in her purse at all times. So this is sort of my little tribute to my grandmother, because she was very artistic and creative. And I know she would absolutely love this. So this opens up, and then we have, I have to step back on the stool here. And then I made these bands here out of some extra lace. And I have all these beautiful papers, various rice papers. These are ones my aunt had painted. These are actually, she painted these as wrapping paper, so I had quite a few of those. So I thought I'd put them in here for some pretty papers to use. Use other things, of course. And then, close that side up and slide over. And then in the center here, I have these straps. I put this little charm up there. I have these straps here to tie in journals or books. Here I just tied in my Fine Lines journal. So I'll take that out. And so there's two areas to tie in books or journals, whatever I might be taking with me. And then this section, whatever you want to call it, I put in this picture frame thing where you can stick in some cards. So I have my Children's Tarot stuck in here. It's double pocketed. So you can stick in cards for reading there, for contemplation, for journaling. So I just put the journal and coloring book, or the guidebook and coloring book there. And then I sewed in these little silk bags I had. I have no idea where I got these, but they're here. And I put in a pad there. So that's that panel. I guess we'll call them panels. And then, I don't know if you can see it here, I made space for decks, to stick in decks. So this panel comes up and down, and this pocket is big enough to hold a tarot deck and an oracle deck, or a large tarot deck, as is this one. So the Alice Tarot is quite a big deck, so that's stuck in there. So I have those to put decks in or other things if I wanted. This panel then opens up this way, and there's a hard writing surface there. And then over here, this bag will fit a large deck. So yeah, decks come in so many sizes. Will fit a very large deck like the Enchanted Map Oracle. So I wanted that. And if I stuff this with decks, then these I would leave empty. Or if I had one deck on the bottom, I could put decks on the top. And when it folds over, I can't do it because I only have one hand here, it all fits. And then underneath, so these unravel here. That unfolds. I have just a little pouch with a little notebook in there, a little secret notebook. And that folds back, it pops over, and it all folds back up. So that is, that is the big project. I don't know how well you could see it. I'm holding one hand. I'll have to see how this plays back. My giant junk journal, lap book / traveling desk. See if I can get it all to hold up with one hand here like this. So this is when it's not super stuffed. It comes together like that. Or holds together like that. Again, that side. And the bag I made. All right, there you go. For those who wanted to see it, there it is. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you all back here soon.